I'm glad you could join me today. And today I thought we'd do a beautiful little painting that's got some snow in it, and maybe we'll put a great big barn in it and do it in a lot of warm colors, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Now I've already covered the canvas with a thin, even coat of the liquid white, and it's slick and wet, ready to go. So let's have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to do this painting with me. And they'll come across your screen in exactly the same order as I have them laid out on my palette, starting with the titanium white and working all the way around to the red. While they're doing that, let's go on up here and get started. And today, we'll use the old 2-inch brush, and I'm going to go right into a little Indian yellow and just tap a little bit of that into the bristles, tiniest little bit. Let's go right up here. You have to make a decision right off. Where's your horizon going to be? And in my world, I think it's going to be right about there. Right about there. So just go across. Now right above that, I'm going to go into a little bit of yellow ochre. Just a small amount of yellow ochre tapped onto the bristles the same way. And we'll go right up here, and right above that, little yellow ochre. Let's see. Just let them, now where they touch here, you just blend them together a little. Go right into some bright red. I haven't cleaned the brush. I'm just still tapping a little color on, okay? The bright red, right there, just like you suspected. There we go. So we have 3 layers of color. Now we can just very lightly just blend those together. There we go. Already we have something ready for the Museum of Modern Art. There. Okay. Beat the brush off. I'm gonna go right into midnight black. Very transparent black. All right, let's go up here. And I want a very contrasting sky today. So we'll put a little black right here and just use little crisscross strokes and let it work right into the sky. There we go. That easy. That easy. Well, we really do have a modern art masterpiece going here. A couple more colors and we'll have this one finished. I laugh because there's a cameraman over here that's got the funniest looking disease you've ever seen. It's got spots all over it. Right into a little bit of the dark sienna. Just pull the brush through. Let's go right up here. Now I'm going to put just an indication of some happy little cloud shapes. Still using the same brush, and I'm just turning it, making little circles. Little tiny circles. Little tiny circles. Just let it come right down into the color. I like these kind of paintings because they've got so much color in them. They're so bright. Sometimes winter scenes, oh, they can have so many cold colors in them. Ooh, you almost have to wear a parka to look at them. And if you're unfamiliar with a parka, that's the kind of coat we wear in Alaska. It's got the big ruff around the top and fur and cold. Very lightly here. Just gonna blend those colors together now. So we're just getting a continual progression of color. Now it's time to have some fun. Now, I'll go right into a 1-inch brush. We need some light color in here to separate all these. I'll use titanium white, a little bit of the red, make a nice warm pinkish color. Okay, let's go up here. Now then, in here, but where these 2 colors come together, I'm gonna drop in the indication of some happy little clouds that are just floating around, just having fun. Keep your brush moving, keep it moving. Keep it going all the time. Over here, there's one. Look at that. Look at there, that easy. Just drop them in, drop them in. Wherever you think they should live, that's exactly where they should be. There. And as many as you want, or as few as you want, whatever. Take a nice, clean, dry brush here, and I'm just gonna gently blend this. Just blend it a little bit. Don't overdo. It's a temptation when you get in here to absolutely kill it. Overblend. There. See how that sky is now beginning to come together? Isn't that a beauty? Of course, I know none of us are interested in these monetary gains, but if you are, and some of us are, these are the kind of paintings that sell. I've said it before, a lot of times paintings sell for color as well as content. And when you're selling paintings, study your audience. Study your audience. A lot of times if you're selling paintings predominantly to men, you know, we're macho. Men like paintings that are cold, a lot of blue in them, a lot of mountains. If you're selling paintings to ladies, they're a little smarter. They buy paintings because they fit into a room or they match a couch or rug or something. And ladies normally will buy warmer colors. Okay, now that I've made all the men mad at me, we'll put another cloud over here. There we go. I'm just crazy about ladies, so I like ladies. There. Little cloud right there. And wherever you want them. And you could spend all day just putting happy little clouds in here. Just a few. Same old brush. And we'll blend this out. Blend it out. Tiny little circles. Fluff it up. Fluff it up. Gently blend it all together. Same way. Right there. See there? Isn't that super? There we go. Now, let's have some fun. I'm going to take the knife and go right into a tiniest little amount of cadmium yellow, just straight cadmium yellow, cut across a little tiny roll of paint. Let's go up here. Now, right back in here, I'm just going to let it just barely graze the canvas. I want to put some little happy doers in there. There, see them? Just sort of let them play across. And with a clean, dry brush, and this is 3 hairs and some air. Lightly stroke the canvas. Just enough to sort of bring that together. Don't want to overdo. And then we'll let this blend with a little bit of the liquid white and come down a little bit more. Because we're going to put some little background trees in there, and a few of them might show through. A little bit of the sky might show through. There we go. Look at that. Okay, isn't that a super sky? That one will certainly warm up a room. Okay, I'll clean my old brush. Give it a shake. Beat the devil out of it. All right, let's make some decisions here. Let's put some happy little trees in the background. And for that, I'm going to mix up, let's take a little black, a little blue. I'll throw in a little lizard crimson too. What the heck? What the heck? Maybe mix a little more. Black, blue, crimson. Let me clean my knife here. And we'll take our round brush and just tap it in there a little bit like that. Just tap, tap. There. Now let's put some little trees. Look at there. Just little basic shapes, and they live right in there. And just think like a tree. How would you like to grow here? There we go. Don't kill all the pretty areas that you put into this beautiful sky, because that can happen very rapidly. Just begin putting in some very basic, happy little shapes. There we go. Maybe there's one here. And you notice I usually try to start at the bottom and work up. That way, it automatically gets lighter toward the top, and you keep the dark shadows at the bottom. That really helps. Makes your life easier. There we go. All right. Okay, let's put a few on the other side over here. We don't want him to feel left out. And I'm just tapping with this brush. Oh, there goes my beautiful little cloud, and I like that one too. That's all right. We learned how to make it, and the name of the game is practice. So if you got some practice, your efforts weren't wasted. Because you know, every painting you do, you look at it and you know the next one's going to be better, because you learn something from every single painting you do. All right. And we'll just drop a little bit of that color right in there, wherever. That's sort of a black to a lavender, a little gray, whatever. Okay, let's take our liner brush. We'll put a little bit of paint thinner on it. We'll go into some Van Dyke brown. Turn that brush till it comes to a nice sharp point. All right, let's go up here. Now we need some little trunk indications here and there. And I'm not looking for a whole bunch. Just enough so that when you look back here you can see, oh, there's one that didn't have any, he didn't have any leaves on him. He's just laying up there naked. There. Put one right in there. Let your brush turn and wiggle and have fun. Because tree limbs grow all kind of old crooked ways. Sometimes maybe a big old deer comes by or a moose and steps on them and hurts them when they're little. Let's go over here. And there's one over here. So they're not always straight. You know, they have to go out and look a long time to find one to make a telephone pole out of. Majority of them grow sort of crooked. There. All right. So that gives us a little bit inside the tree. I'm going to take the same old brush. What the heck? We'll go right into tiniest little bit of the yellow, and to that I'm going to add a little bit of alizarin crimson. We're going to have a very warm painting here. I also want to add some white to that. Maybe. Shoot, we'll even add some red in there. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go up here. And I want to go right up here and just touch. I don't want a lot of color yet. Don't want a lot of color yet. We'll put that in later. Just some happy little snow things. You could even take a little bit of blue and add right in there. A little blue and white, just tap it in too. That's a pretty cold color. Look at there. Look at that. Look at that. There's one up here. And we're not looking for a lot of detail yet. Just some little indications. Just a few here and there. Just a few. And then you can begin picking out little things that are down in here. Just decide where they are. Drop them in. There's one. See him right there. See? 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 You knew he was there. And go back into some red. Get a little more of the white. A little more of the red. Put it all together. Right here. Look at that. Makes sort of a nice little lavender color. Beautiful little color. We'll make this tree have some too. Put a little white one right there. Ooh, look how he stands out. See, that light stands out against the dark. Nice one. That's one of them happy accidents. And when you get those, don't fight with them. Keep them. Put a little bit more of the bright red into that one. I'm just really having some fun with color now. When you do this at home, if you want to change the color, you have an artist's license. It comes with your first tube of paint. It says you can do anything you want to do, at least on canvas. All right, that's enough piddling around there. Let's have some fun. I'm going to take a 2-inch brush here and we'll begin laying in some areas in the back here where the snow is going to be. I'm just going right into this color I've been playing with. It's got some pink in it, white, whatever, we don't care. Now you begin worrying about the lay of the land. Maybe make a decision. Which way is it going to go? Have it go sort of that way? Okay. And I'm just laying paint on the canvas right now. You can reach up in here and grab a little of this and pull it down, or you can even get over here. See, just let some of these little things happen. This is going to be far in the background. We're not too worried about it. In fact, I'll probably just cover it up. But several little colors there. There's some pink in there and some blue, and then I'm picking up some of these little shadow colors. There. Now, I'm going to take a fan brush and very soft. Just grab that. Nothing wrong with picking up a little color and see how you can create the lay of the land there. Just like that. Work this around, let it play. So I think I'll put a big bar in there anyway, so we're not worried about that. Lift upward. See, that sort of gives it a little misty effect. Sneaky. Quiet, and soft, and dark back here. That's where the little rabbit hides. He lives back in there and watches what's going on out here. And says, man, all the crazy people out there, what are they doing? All right. Let's build a barn. Now, when you do this, probably one of the easiest ways I've found is to take your knife and very gently scrape out a basic shape. This allows you to get your perspective right, but most important, it takes off the paint that you already have on the canvas, and the next layer sticks much easier. So let's go right here. See? I just use a point. Maybe you can see that, but yeah, you can see that quite well. There we go. See, we'll come down maybe here. Here's the other part. Comes out like so. And you're not committed yet. This is just giving you an idea. Maybe there's an arm that lives right over here on this barn. We'll put an arm over here. Comes across, sort of. Look at there. See, that gives you a general shape. Now with the knife, I'm just going to tear out, rip it out. All the beautiful things we had back here. There they go. There they go. I think today I'll show you a different way to paint a barn. This is an old barn. It has old wood on it. Get all this color out. I'm gonna put some snow on the roof, and we don't want it to. You know about that yellow snow? I don't want that up there. Okay. There. I know that looks terrible. You're probably sitting at home saying, Bob, you have done it this time. Use a 2-inch brush. I'm going right into the Van Dyke brown. Load the brush full of color. Give it a wiggle and pull it. That brings it to a nice sharp edge. Look how sharp that brush is. It's very sharp. Good. Let's go up here. All right, let's start with the overhang. There it is. See there? Now you could do all of this that I'm going to do with your knife. I just want to show you a different way of doing it. Grab this, pull it down. Pull down. Use both sides because the other side's fully loaded too. Here we go, over here. Look at that. That quick, that quick. There. If he's going to have a little arm out there, we need to put some wood out there. Got a little arm on the other side. Put some brown in there. And you're really still not too committed. You can still change your mind here. Let's go up the side. See there? Right up the side. Like that. Maybe, yeah, I'm going to have a little bit of wood showing right in here. All right, now, I want to make this look like old wood. Old wood. Now, I'm going to use the same old brush, and I'm going to go right into some white, some of the dark sienna, look at the brush. There, let's go up to the canvas. Now, start right here, touch, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. See there? Isn't that super? Helps if you're a little nervous. If your hand shakes a little bit, this is the time to use it. There, because it makes all these beautiful old wood effects. There we go. Now we need some on the other side. Ooh, there's a pretty one happening right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I get carried away sometimes just watching. There we go. Let's put some right out in here. Okay. Now over here, I'll just put a little indication. Not much of that's going to show. Now we can go back into the brown, and I want to put some shadows in here. And we're just barely touching. Barely touching. This is when we find out if you have a delicate touch. All right, now back to my knife. Go right into the Van Dyke brown, cut me off a little. And let's put us some indication of a few boards in here. And I'm just going to quickly do this so you can see how it's done. Just let them go. And you put as many boards in yours as you want. This carpenter was like me. He wasn't too good. He just, whatever he had, he used. Over here, it's a few. There we go. Now with a clean brush, very light touch. Grab this and just caress it. Look at that. Bring all this together. Have you ever seen an easier, nicer way to make old boards? Now we can get serious. First thing we need here is a door. Got to have a place to put the cow. There, we got a barn, got to have a way for him to get in. There we go. Nice door. And And tell you what, put some snow right up here on this little arm. Some snow right along here. Just lay it on. And go come right down here. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Choop. See there? And that gives us an idea of how to do a roof. I tell you what, I'm just going to sort of block this in so you can see it a little easier on your set. It's also a nice way to cheat a little and give yourself a guide. Touch, just pull down. Just give it a little pull, like so. There you go. Okay, now right out here, look here, look here, look here. A little more. There it is. See? A little bit right out here. And then just take your knife, smooth it out. And then a sneaky way to make a barn. Okay, now I'm going to take the little knife here. I want to put some curves in this door. It's just the right size for that. And pull that down. There. And a little bit of light brown color, and we'll just sort of outline it. Give it a touch of highlight so it stands out a little better. A little bit better. This old barn's seen its better day. It's like me. It's had a rough life. Now then we can take and begin working on some of the perspective here and get all this stuff together. Maybe it comes right up through there. All right, we're ready to have some fun. I'm gonna go back into some of these dark colors, brown, little sienna, Van Dyke, black, whatever. Okay, let's go right up here. Maybe there's a happy little tree and he lives right there. Comes right out through there. Tell you what we need. Got a brush here that's still got white on it. Let's put some snow indications. It comes right along the barn. Look at there. One thing nice about a big old brush, you can do these things in just a second. Just a second. Just throw them in. I'm going to add a little blue to the brush, and maybe right in here. Look at there. Look at there. There we go. Little path indication. Over here, maybe we got a little bit of snow comes down. We'll take a fan brush or something here, and we can smooth all this out. This is just a nice way of dropping it on very rapidly. Okay, here lives a nice happy little bush. He comes right down through there. Okay, with a liner brush, a little bit of liquid white, I'm just going to put the indication of a, there we go, a little trunk here and there. And I'll take the same old brush, what the heck, we'll go right into a little red, a little white, and a little yellow ochre to that. We'll get crazy. Okay, let's go right up here. I'm going to put some happy little colors in this one, just to really warm it up. Look at that. See there? Isn't that neat? See, and this keeps the old winter scene from being so cold that it's uncomfortable. There we go. And you just put as many little bushes and stuff in there as you want. Tell you what. We need, let's grab some of that and pull it. That'll be our snow that comes out of there. Take a fan brush now and just begin blending all this. Just blend it. Let some of it slide right down here. It comes right up. Look at there. Sort of goes back into there. And that little brown I got on the brush, I'll use that for a shadow right in there. Straighten up the edges. Like so. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun here. I'm going to go right into a little bit of black and a little bit of blue. And maybe, yep, right there. We'll put another layer of bushes. This just helps create different planes in the painting. To that, I'll add a little Indian yellow. Let's go right there. And we'll just put a few little happy highlights on these bushes. We'll use some of the reds and the yellows just to make it a happy little thing. All right. Tell you what, let's do. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. I'm going to go right into the brown. Right into the brown. Okay, let's go up here. Maybe there lives, does now. Boy, it sure does now. A big tree. Big tree. This is just a brown. He lives right there. Looks like a big slingshot, doesn't it? That is a big slingshot. My dad was the best slingshot shooter in the country. He could really work a slingshot. I came from the deep south, so people used a lot of slingshots. Then I migrated to Alaska. I had to go find some snow. I'd never seen snow. I was 20 years old before I ever saw snow. But I moved to Alaska, and almost overnight I saw my share. I'm using a little bit of the liquid black now. And we'll just put some of that just to create the illusion of some happy little limbs here and there. And in your world, you put as many limbs or as few as you want. Just drop them in. There we go. There we go. All right. Take the knife, take some of this color we've been using here. I just want to put just the indication of some highlight around this tree. Just here and there. That'll make it stand out a little better. See how you can drop in a big old tree in just a minute or two. That easy. That easy. Over on this side, at least little touch of some blue, just to sparkle it up. And the old clock on the wall tells me I've got to leave you. And I'd like to thank you for being with me, taking a little bit of the liquid white, just highlighting, laying a little snow here. And from all of us here, happy painting. God bless. See you next week.